I hope everybody had a nice weekend. Let's first dive into the broad markets. First, the S&P 500 on a weekly. We see the tertiary 61.8 at 67.0542. Also catching price there pretty close on Friday. Next resistance on this chart up at 68.13 into a daily. We see that high volume node up here in blue. We've lost that area, and now this is going to start to become a little bit more of a pressing supply as opposed to just a stagnant bid underneath the price. Failure to recover 68.18 creates more of a waterfall effect that can start this whole choppy shit up here that we did really wasn't much in relation to what could happen below price, so that's definitely something to consider and watch. The shortest of terms, just on the intraday basis there on Friday, one more time, puts the short-term 61.8 there at 67.35 as support 1, support 2 there at 67.0572 as mentioned, and then all the way down into the 85.23 range here on the SPX chart. The real issue, as noted, is just going to be all the supply up here. Half of these people are going to have to be wrong at some point, and right now, if that occurs, it's going to be needing to close your close your longs, which is going to basically just create a waterfall down. There's no real supply in here. Volume begets volume, and this node, the closest one that is of size, is down here at 6,000. I'm not saying that we have to go down to 6,000, but that is the one of the like size. For right now, it's 67.05, 65.21, and then 62.25. Into the NDX, similar situation here. You see this high volume node in blue in the profile, ranging from 24,000, let's call it 600, all the way up here into 25,700. So about 1,000 points of volume range here. We have failed to recover the back test of the previous uptrend. We're underneath a downtrend, and we're dangerously close to losing the fourth term 23.6 here at 24.737, which has played support on multiple tests and is pretty much the last stand here before we also need to traverse through this lower volume here below price, with the short-term 61.8 there established from the low on Tuesday into the high on Friday, and that is 24.625. So this is our supportive area for now. If this area is lost, then that becomes a bit of a pickle, especially if we start to test the backside of this and can't find acceptance back over it. Same idea that we had here up at 24,300. It was support for a very long amount of time. We lose it, and now it's back into being resistance on each test with a trend down. So there is risk building out into these broad markets that we should probably be cautious of. I didn't really see a lot of zero-day participants coming in at close on Friday either into the SPX complex. So if they are not present to create a positive gamma environment, then we're going to have more of a washy type market than what we have become accustomed to even in this wide volatility type session that we've been in over the last course of the last month or so. So hope everybody enjoys the video. I'll have one out on sectors and stocks here in a little bit.